Okay, let's just jump right in. The biggest change in search, it's already landed, and honestly, it's completely rewriting the rule book for how your content gets found.
Yeah, forget just ranking links. We're talking AI overviews now, giving users direct answers, like synthesized answers pulled from different places.
Exactly. It's like instead of the teacher pointing you to the right chapter, they're just giving you the crib sheet with the key info highlighted.
Right. And if you're still just focused on, old school link building and keywords, well, in some situations, it's like you're meticulously tying your shoelaces while everyone else has already started the race.
It's not some far-off future thing either. Google's SGE, now AI Overviews, was hitting over 150 million users back in May 2024.
And the early signs. Users spend about 18% less time actually clicking through to websites. The answer was right there.
It's here, now, not coming soon.
So what we're seeing with this generative search, the tech powered by these large language models, it's not just playing keyword matchmaker anymore.
No, it's deeper.
Way deeper. It's trying to get the intent behind the search, the real question, and then it actually generates a specific tailored response.
Its mission has changed.
Totally.
Yeah.
The AI's goal isn't just a list of possibilities. It's to cook up the best, most relevant answer it can, right there on the results page. And people seem to like it for simple stuff. Surveys show something like 67% prefer the AI summary for straightforward questions.
So your mission, if you want your content in the mix,
is to be that source, the one the AI trusts enough to grab and present as the golden answer.
Precisely. And that's what this deep dive is all about. Based only on the sources we've looked at, we're treating this as your step-by-step tutorial.
Yeah, we're going to walk through exactly how you need to adapt your whole content strategy, how to make your stuff shine for the AI, basically.
It's all about getting cited. Ready to get into the weeds.
Let's do it. Step 1, and this is foundational, absolutely critical.
That's what
all about content quality, depth, and trust.
We're talking EAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness.
But like EEAT supercharged. Content quality isn't just one piece of the puzzle anymore. It's kind of the main piece. Your stuff has to be original, insightful, deep, and show real authority.
Okay, but why is the AI suddenly so obsessed with EEAT?
Well, think about it. It needs reliable signals to avoid just, making stuff up or spreading bad info. Misinformation is a huge problem for these models.
Right, that Stanford study finding errors in like 18% of AI answers, that's pretty high.
Exactly, and that's with them trying to filter. So the AI looks for clues, author credentials, can it verify your info elsewhere, who are you citing, other trust signals.
So having known experts helps?
It definitely gives you an edge, sure. But, and this is important, anyone can build that authority. It comes down to being consistently accurate, providing real value, being thorough.
And that stat about .edu or .gov links boosting EEAT scores by 37%. That's a concrete signal.
It's a direct hint to the AI. Hey, this source is likely referencing credible information.
So it's not enough to just list facts. You need to show your work, prove you know the topic inside out, and this ties into making content comprehensive, right?
Absolutely. The AI seems to favor content that really digs deep, covers all the angles. It wants the full picture.
The data supports this too.
Oh, yeah. Longer articles, say over 2,000 words, tend to get way more backlinks, like 50% more social shares, maybe 70% more than shorter stuff.
And for AI citations specifically?
Consensus data suggests the average first-page result is around 1,400 words. But more importantly, those really comprehensive guides, they outperform shorter posts by something like 82% in getting cited by AI. It's not just lengths for length's sake, though.
It's about thoroughness.
Exactly, thoroughness and accuracy. Which brings us to the absolute must-have.
Fact-checking.
Non-negotiable. If your content has errors, unsupported claims, the AI is likely just going to pass it over, no matter how nicely written it is. You have to cite reliable sources. It's fundamental trust building with the AI.
Okay, solid foundation. Quality, depth, trust, accuracy. What's step 2?
Step 2 is making sure the AI can actually understand all that great content easily. We need to speak the AI's language. That means structure and structured data.
How you organize it matters more now.
More than ever. The AI needs to parse your content quickly to synthesize it. Think about how you read online headings, lists, short paragraphs.
Yeah, scanning for the key bits.
The AI does something similar. It prefers well-organized, clear, easy-to-digest content. Readability isn't just for humans anymore.
And structured data, schema markup, that's like a direct hotline to the AI.
Pretty much. It goes beyond just organization. It helps the AI grasp the meaning, the context of your information. What is this piece of data? Is it a step in a process? An answer to a question?
So it's like giving the AI a blueprint of your content.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
And you want to use the right kind of markup. The sources point to things like FAQ page, how-to, maybe data set or statistical data set for data-heavy stuff.
And using JSON LD, a common format for this.
It's a significant bump, yeah. Something like 53% higher inclusion in AI overviews reported when it's implemented well.
You're basically making it super easy for the AI to grab the facts and weave them into its answer. Less work for the AI means you're more likely to get picked.
You got it. Give the cheat sheet.
Okay, step 3. We've got quality content structured well. Now what?
Now we align with how people are actually searching. Step 3 is all about user intent and conversational queries. This dives into semantic SEO.
Because the AI is built for natural language.
Right. It's trying to understand what the user really wants. So your content needs to directly answer the questions people are asking, the problems they're trying to solve.
And that means thinking about those conversational phrases people use, like voice search.
Exactly. How do I? Why? What's the best way to? Those natural language, often question-based searches are huge now. Some research suggests nearly half of all searches are like this.
So targeting question-based keywords is key.
Definitely. And structuring content around providing clear answers. This connects directly to semantic SEO.
Which is about the AI understanding relationships between words, not just exact matches.
Precisely. Get synonyms, related concepts, the whole topic neighborhood. Using related terms naturally may be guided by tools that analyze things like TF-IDF signals. You've got comprehensive coverage. Makes your content a richer source for the AI.
Interesting. And there's a link to keyword difficulty here too, right?
Yeah, this is fascinating. The data suggests AI overviews pop up way more often for keywords with lower difficulty.
Lower difficulty, like easier to rank for traditionally.
Kind of. The median difficulty for keywords triggering AI overviews was around 12 versus 33 for keywords that didn't. And like 71% of those AIO keywords were below a difficulty score of 30.
Huh. Any other patterns?
They tend to be longer phrases, average of 4 words for AIO keywords versus 2 for others. And maybe surprisingly, they seem to require fewer referring domains on average, like 13 compared to 41.
So the strategy implication there is maybe target those longer, less competitive question-style keywords. That could be a sweet spot for getting into AI overviews.
It looks like a very promising angle, yeah. Focus on answering those specific lower difficulty long-tail questions really well.
All right, moving on. Step 4 touches on something maybe more familiar. The technical backbone.
Yep, good old technical SEO. Still vital, but the reasons are maybe slightly tweaked for AI.
Like mobile.
Oh, absolutely critical. AI systems are increasingly mobile first in how they process and serve info. The stats are wild. 81% of AI overview citations apparently come from content found via mobile traffic.
Wow, and mobile first indexing helps.
Yeah, correlates with about a 23% CTR boost. If your site isn't smooth and fast on mobile, you're basically invisible to a huge chunk of the AI's process.
And site speed, core web vitals, still important.
Non-negotiable. Think about it. The AI crawlers need to get in, grab the info, and get out efficiently. Slow pages, they might just get skipped or not fully processed.
So aiming for that high page speed insight score, like 95 plus bell.
Isn't just about happy users. It correlates with about a 17% ranking lift overall. Speed is a strong signal to the algorithms, including the AI.
And what about user experience signals? Do things like dwell time still matter to the AI?
They seem to. The AI uses these as clues about whether the content it's citing is actually useful to humans. Sources suggest dwell times over 3 minutes correlate with a 71% higher chance of being cited.
And bounce rate.
Lower is better. Below 38% seem to get priority. It tells the AI, hey, people who land here actually stick around and engage. It reinforces the content's value.
Okay, step 5. The big question on everyone's mind. Backlinks. Still a thing in the age of AI.
Short answer, yes, absolutely. Highly significant.
Really, even with AI generating answers?
Yep. Ask SEO pros, 95% still rate them as critical. And look at the top ranking pages in traditional search. They still have way more quality backlinks, like 3.8 times more on average.
Okay, but has their role changed at all?
It's evolved, for sure. It's less about sheer quantity now and much more about quality, relevance, and where that link is placed. Like, is it an editorial endorsement?
So links from trusted relevant sites act like votes of confidence for the AI.
Exactly. They're like AI age endorsements. They help the AI reinforce the trustworthiness of a source. The data backs this up too. Sites with over 100 quality backlinks see something like 5.8 times higher AI citation rates.
So acquiring good links is still a valid strategy, like those .edu link suggestions.
That specific tactic, getting maybe 3 to 5 relevant .edu links a month, is suggested as one way to build that high authority profile that AI seems to respect.
And this sounds like a crucial, but how do links weigh against content quality?
Right, here's the key balance. Backlinks are still vital for building that overall domain authority and credibility. But when the AI is choosing which specific piece of content to pull for its synthesized answer in 2025, content quality, the EEAT, the depth, the accuracy, that seems to be the primary deciding factor.
So you need both?
Ideally, yes. The best scenario is strong, trustworthy, comprehensive content, plus an authoritative backlink profile. One reinforces the other. But if the AI has to choose between two sources with similar authority, the one with the clearer, more accurate, more comprehensive answer to the specific query is likely going to win the citation. Content is king, but links are the royal court that legitimizes the throne.
Okay, that clarifies things a lot. So we've covered optimizing for Google AI overviews pretty thoroughly. And hey, if you want to dig into the specific studies and data points we're mentioning, definitely visit the links in the description below.
But now, step 6, we need to zoom out a bit. Think multi-platform. This whole field, generative engine optimization or GEO, it's not just about Google.
Right, people are getting answers from other places too.
Yeah, think ChatGPT search, Perplexity, Microsoft Copilot. There are multiple AI platforms answering questions now.
Right.
And you ideally want your content visible across them.
Do they all work the same way? Do they value the same things?
Not entirely. The sources suggest some subtle differences, like GPT-4 apparently shows a bit more preference, maybe 22% more, for really well-structured content with lists and clear headings.
Okay.
Whereas something like Claude 3.5 might lean a bit more towards content that includes multimedia elements or detailed case studies.
Huh. So a one-size-fits-all optimization strategy might not be perfect for every single AI engine out there.
Probably not for maximal visibility everywhere, no.
Yeah.
It suggests needing a nuanced approach, maybe slightly tailoring things, or at least being aware of what different platforms might prioritize.
Got it. Okay, step 7. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The downsides, the challenges, the traffic impact.
Yeah, we have to be real about this. There are definitely challenges.
Yeah.
Information accuracy is still an issue. That 18% error rate we talked about is significant.
And bias.
Also a concern. Studies found around 23% of AI responses showed some form of bias, likely reflecting biases in the massive data sets they were trained on.
But the big one for website owners, creators, is the traffic hit, right?
That's the major fear. And the data shows it's a valid one. AI overviews can lead to pretty substantial drops in organic traffic. The numbers vary, but sources mention ranges from 18% up to even 64% decline, depending on the industry.
And zero-click searches are going up.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
Like a 6-fold increase. People get the answer right there on Google and just don't click. We're even seeing clicks on traditional featured snippets drop by around 41%.
Oof, that sounds discouraging.
It is a major shift, no doubt. But framing it as a challenge needing adaptation, not a death sentence, is key. The goalposts have moved. It's now about getting cited in the overview, becoming that trusted source.
And maybe still getting clicks for more complex topics where the summary isn't enough.
Exactly. Users might need the deeper dive, the full context, the original source. So the goal is twofold. Get cited and provide enough value that users still want to click through sometimes. It demands adaptation.
Okay, so final step then. Step 8, looking ahead. How do we stay on top of this?
Right, the future and final steps. This landscape is definitely not static. We need to start thinking about things like multimodal search.
Meaning optimizing images, videos, audio.
Yes. How does AI understand those? Then there's the rise of personalized AI assistants. And real-time search means content freshness is critical. The sources suggest updating your key content perhaps every 87 days or so.
Wow, that's frequent.
It reflects the speed at which AI wants current information. And the predictions are bold, maybe 60% or more of search queries handled by AI by 2025.
But there's an upside to adapting proactively.
Definitely. Research suggests businesses that lean into these changes, that adapt their strategies now, could actually see a significant increase in their organic reach, maybe around 35%. It's about playing offense, not just defense.
So let's just quickly recap this whole tutorial. The core steps for thriving with AI search.
Okay. 1. Build that deep trust with amazing content quality and solid EEAT.
2, structure everything clearly for the AI headings, lists, and crucially, structured data markup.
3, go deep on user intent. Answer those conversational questions directly. Use semantic SEO.
4, nail the technical basics. Mobile, speed, user experience signals still matter.
5, build real authority with quality, relevant backlinks. But remember, content quality is the primary decider for the AI citation itself.
6, think bigger than just Google. Optimize for multiple AI platforms, GEO.
And finally, 7, stay current. Keep your content fresh, accurate, and adapt as the AI evolves.
It really feels like this whole shift is designed to reward, genuine value, real expertise, crystal clear communication.
It is. It's a chance to stand out by actually being helpful and trustworthy, not just good at gaming the system.
Embracing GEO isn't just about survival in 2025 and beyond. It's about positioning yourself as the go-to source in this new AI-first world.
And it leaves you with a fascinating thought, doesn't it? As AI gets incredibly good at summarizing vast amounts of information almost instantly, what does being informed even really mean for the average user who just sees that summary?
And more importantly, how can your content, as one of those crucial source ingredients, shape that understanding for potentially millions of people getting their answers directly from an AI?
Something definitely worth mulling over as you start implementing these changes.